Live from LA, it is the BET Awards, the Media House. It's going down Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 on the West. Mina SayWhat. So look, I love this weekend because I get to meet new artists like Jaz Karis. Jaz, you came through the room and everything shut down because you're so pretty.
Thank you so much.
You have this aura around you. How is this feeling for you?
It feels very surreal.
Yeah.
It does feel a bit like
Oh,
I'm
I
just
love your
dreaming.
voice.
Thank you.
Girl, please sing.
You're making me blush.
No, I feel like I just want to hear you sing all the time. So yeah, it's surreal. This is your first time here?
It's my second time here.
Second time.
Mm-hmm.
So how is this different from the first time that you were here?
I think this one's a bit more hectic, actually. It's a bit like, it's a different experience. I haven't done this experience before. I've just went to the show last year. So it's a lot more hectic, a lot more going on.
Right. So tell us about your music. You're from London, and we're
Yes.
seeing like this wave of amazing artists from London and the UK and this R&B vibe. And you're part of that wave.
Yes.
Talk to us about that in general. How does it feel to be part of that, what's happening right now?
Honestly, it's such a great movement right now. And I think the amount of amazing music being produced from London and that is getting reached out here, and we're getting so much love from you guys over in the States.
Yeah.
It's a big movement because I think the UK is not as like open to R&B, or there's just not much of a scene there as there is here. And I just think it's slowly building, but I think it's really important that we, as much as we come here, we have to still make sure we're still building that community back home.
Right. So your album, Safe Flight,
Yes.
is coming out September 20th.
Yes.
This is your debut album. So how is that feeling? Because they say, your first album, you work on it forever.
It feels like it, honestly. Do you know what it is? I'm really excited for it. I feel like it's come at the right time. I love what it means and like what it's about. I love every single track. I think the fact that I'm a fan of it myself, I'm just very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've worked with Tone Stith, who is an amazing writer. He's written for Chris Brown. I see Mahalia on here. I mean, talk about the collaborations and why you chose these specific artists.
I'm like a fan of everyone that has been on, that is a part of this album. Honestly, very blessed. And I think like Tone, like you said, I met him last year here actually at the BET Awards.
Yeah, that's when I met him too.
Crazy.
But
right?
his writing, like his credits are crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And I think, so I was always a fan of like him as a writer, but also his music. And I think, he was a perfect pairing for Met You at Bar. Mahalia, my girl from London, she just like, I knew, we've been friends for a long time, but I knew I needed her on this song, and she just killed it. Ricardo Banks is from Nigeria, so like the whole point of this album is someone from everywhere. I was a massive fan of his beforehand, so that just happening was surreal as well.
Yeah, and I saw you toured with Ray, who I absolutely love, and we've had her here.
Yeah.
What was that like? Because she's such a different, special artist, and to tour with her, and she really is very emotional in her how she performs and even the songs that she does.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Honestly, like so vulnerable. I think one of my favorite performers live ever. There's so much emotion in there. And yeah, it was honestly like a privilege to be a part of that. So it was a while ago, but she's just incredible. And I'm like honestly so happy for her success right now as well.
Tell me about your upbringing. How did you get into music?
Church. I was
Church?
I was in choir from little, playing piano from little. And it was that. It was really that, then school talent competitions, and then my mom was really supportive. She was the parent that would put you in every single class. Like, you say you want to do this, we're in a class.
That's
like, we're
me.
Doing, yeah. She was great. I owe my mom like everything. So it was church, basically.
Was she your manager at one point?
No, I
Just
did.
an encourager.
Do you know what, though? I was managing myself and I did used to use her name. So I used to tell her, like, Mom, I need to take a phone call because I can't use my voice, and she just gets so annoyed at me.
That's hilarious. But look, you got to do what you got to do to get to where you got to go. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
And now you're here. Jaz Karis, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good luck on your journey. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
You
It's Mina
too.
SayWhat here on The Heat. Sirius XM live from LA.